Disclaimer, this is my own opinion. With over 80 songs we are looking at today, we will probably disagree on some things, so if you would disagree on anything, yell at me in the comments below. Welcome to every B.A.P song ranked! When I mean every song, I mean every song that was available to me and released from B.A.P, whether it be single album, full-length album, or Japanese album. I use the K-Profiles discography page to help me get a lay of all the songs. Once again, I will not include duplicates. That means if any song was released in more than one language, I will be looking at the Korean release in this video. I will also look for any solo subunit songs that were on the albums as well, bringing us to a total of 85 songs. Also, this means I will not be including the Curtain Call album expected to be due during next month. Unfortunately, I was working on this for a couple months now, and right before finishing up the script, they decided to have a reunion album with 4 of the members. So those songs from that specific album will be missing from here, but maybe that means I can do them later as their own Teacher Reacts thing. The rules! It's the same as every other special video I've done like this. On the screen, you will see a snippet of the song as well as commentary that I decide to say about that song and where it ended up in the rankings. Each song is graded out of 5 stars based on vocals, instrumental, and lyrics. These are usually my first reactions to the song, on top of which we'll have a bonus quarter point for either having a music video or a singable part. In K-pop, I like music videos because it's part of the spectacle. The singable part is added by me because I want to be able to sing along with the stuff I enjoy, or at least attempt to sing along. Any ties as well are also broken by me. Obviously, I'm the only one working on this video. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started with number 85! We have a long ways to go. Intros never score high on my list, but this is a complete mess. A repetitive beat with lyrics that just come off bad. We Aren't Girly Boys being the biggest offender in lyrics here. Cringe! This is supposed to be sexy, but comes off so much like a fuckboy it loses any charm and appeal it might have had. The lyrics are about telling a girl to stop rejecting them. Just take the loss, my dude, she's not into you. Spoilers here, but the Noir album is gonna score some high points. However, this is the one song that's a flaw in it. Just some boys simping too hard to find a good rhythm. This intro has a big grunge feel, but it's very messy. A shining light in this, however, is himchan's vocals. This intro also did a good job showcasing vocals, and by that I mean Daehyun didn't want to let the song end. He just wanted to keep singing. Good for him, I guess. Unfortunately, by the time this album came out, the style of intro that they're doing here, the hype-up jam, is kind of played out by them. It do have a nice electronic beat, though. This is the poster child for generic K-pop song. The beat isn't good enough to dance to, the vocals aren't good enough to make me want to sing along, and the lyrics are boring as hell. Classic noir piano. It's smooth and old-timey, like everything was suddenly bathed in a sepia tone. This is a great intro to an album. However, they keep saying Guess Who's Back. Isn't this their first official release? Daehyun goes solo in this intro that feels like an anime opening. The instrumental is fine, just some generic happy K-pop. However, the lyrics are cheesy as hell. Also, youngjae calls a girl's hair moist and ugh. And if you thought that last song was cheesy, do I have a song for you? Look, it's not my birthday today, so maybe this just isn't for me. The vocals take a back seat to the instrumental in this song. When it comes to the story, though, I kinda dislike the idea of hitting on a girl who's clearly already taken. This has a fast-paced video game quality to it, but that whistle is too annoying for me to ignore. This, my friends, is a poor man's That's My Jam. That's all I really need to say about this. This intro is definitely trying to introduce that vigilante sound that they are known for to a newer audience. We are hitting mid territory here. The best part of this song is the story behind it, basically saying that they came up from nothing, you know, zero to hero shit, which is fine. Step right up, we got another simping song here. It's fine and dandy, just generic and dated, like this old-timey carnival voice I just tried doing. Wow, I'm never doing that voice again. How many times am I gonna say basic and dated in this section of the list? Look, don't worry, we have good stuff coming soon, I swear. This instrumental is messy. Those horns are kind of just randomly thrown in there. I even got whiplash from how that instrumental came to a screeching halt when Jungkook began his lines. This is not an actual music video. This is just 40 seconds of a 4-minute long song, and they thought they could get away with it too. Anyways, the song's a bit yelly at the end, isn't it? This should have been a full song, damn it. And I get that it's for Young, Wild, and Free, but like the spoken word and that guitar part as well just screams drama. I love it. This chorus is fun. I do enjoy the weird rhythm when they sing Diamond for Ya. It's quite nice. Me going back in time is right. Back to 2012 when this sound was popular. Too bad this came out in 2016. Still a good song though. Daehyun's opening is infectious. However, the starting and stopping and pushing and pulling that the song does just makes it go lower and lower on my list. Ugh, unfortunate. Aw, the lyrics are sweet. They boil down to tomorrow will be a better day. There's also a hidden piano in the instrumental. I swear, it's there. It's barely there, but it's there. Okay, lyrically, Thinkhole is a dumb name. That being said, there's an intensity to the verses of this song. This chorus, however, is basically also non-existent, so like there's a lot of potential here. It could have been a lot better than what it is. That chorus is catchy but repetitive to all hell. However, I do enjoy the techno vibe the instrumental has. Very space game on the PlayStation 2 vibes. That slide when they sing "You Don't Know My Name" is so good. They even killed that James Bond aesthetic, even mixing it in with an old school hip hop beat. There's lots of things going for the song. A Spanish flair to the instrumental here. Daehyun is also a great addition, not getting lost in the shuffle one bit. A groovy song, and Zelo singing is a nice touch. I just wish the lyrics didn't basically boil down to "you're cute just the way you are." This isn't 2010 Bruno Mars. The packaging of this song comes off as No Mercy 2.0. This is like No Mercy's spiritual twin brother, but this brother gets bad grades and probably won't make it through college. Vocals are pretty good though. This song is almost threatening you to be happy, and not in the good way, in the psychotic Joker kind of way. I'm blaming the chorus here, because that instrumental is the best one we've seen so far. By this point in their career, they have built a signature sound for themselves. It's basically drama and electric guitar and EDM vibes. Shout out to Daehyun and Youngjae though, their voices be tasty in this. Technically a live version is the only one that was released on an album, so that's the one I'm going to be doing on my list here. This is a Daehyun showcase where his vocals work tremendously. Only little knock on this is Youngguk seems out of place. There's a subgenre of K-pop I like to dub the walking song, one of those casual songs where the singer talks about a past lover while walking down a street. Basic beat over top of an acoustic guitar. This is fine, but if you are ever walking down the street and come across your ex's house, maybe don't look in the bedroom. That's just, it's a little creepy. This instrumental calls for high energy, and the rap duo gives that high energy, but everyone else doesn't. It's a real identity crisis of a song. On one hand, you have great notes from Youngjae, but on the other hand, you have angry guitar noises. Like, just pick a lane, please. Ain't much to really say here, just a cute guitar-piano combo. JLo's laugh is cute as fuck, by the way. I really hope I'm saying his name correctly. Youngjae's emotion is thematically appreciated in this song about breaking up with someone just because that's what you're feeling in the moment. Excuse me, did you know we are different than other groups? Look, that B.A.P trope aside, the song has a lot going for it. Zelo has great flow, but like, when doesn't he have great flow? And on top of that, dropping out the instrumental resets the song to the chorus right after it. Unlike the last song where Zelo was showcased effectively, this song kind of feels like an afterthought. Like a couple of songs later in this list, this falls into the trap of the pre-chorus is better than the actual chorus. Oh well, it's still good. Easy listening, am I right? Ha! I'm so funny. Look, this song's fine, but I want more of Zelo. He's kinda just tacked on at the end. Another walking music song, movement heavy but lyrically bland. We're definitely in the middle of the list now. with blind being repeated, this chorus takes flight. Someone get himchan a lozenge though, because he is so damn raspy in this. Makes sense that this ends up in the mid-range because this song feels half-baked. There are a lot of good ideas in this song, but they never really make it the full distance. This isn't bad, but could be so much better. A good story here. It's a relationship that has soured over time, so the protagonist is begging for their partner to leave them. If you recognize this, it's probably because it's the intro to 1004, a song that we're gonna see later in this list. Okay, I admit this is a guilty pleasure song. This is a play on the idea that guys act like dogs and check out other girls when they're in a relationship themselves. Zelo calling out that girls also do the exact same thing though, good for him. Okay, I get that Younguk wrote this and it's coming from a dark place, so lyrically it makes sense. I just ain't a big fan of the chorus. I love the dial tone mixed in with the piano here, and on top of that we get a proper climax with the guitar going off underneath the chorus. I could be crazy, but this instrumental low-key reminds me of Roman Reigns' theme song in WWE. A whistle, a harmonica, and an acoustic guitar really solidifies the theme of old-timey small-town vibes. Vocal showcase for everybody, even the rappers get to flex their singing, yay! This has a cute climax and pleasant vocals, including a lot of background vocals to keep things moving along. My headcanon for the song is that it takes place after Good Time, with this being the better day that they were hoping for. This music is about fucking. There's no way around it. Hell, I'm pretty sure if this song had only one sentence to describe the lyrics, it would be, I wanna fuck your body, respectfully, of course. Shout out to the climactic keyboard solo, and even bigger shout out to the even more climactic daehyun note, damn. This is the most mid-2010s Big Bang sounding song that they have. Not that it's a bad thing. The sliding notes on Do What I Feel is the best part. However, I do find it funny that Zelo says, we're not perfect, we know it. Your name is literally best absolute perfect. What? The theme here is emotional paralysis, basically that feeling you get after being broken up with. This song matches that drama with some, let me just check some notes here, someone fucking dying apparently. Oh, well then, let's just move on from that. Clever instrumental. When Daehyun's singing, he has this rough guitar, but when Younguk's line comes, he is matched with a smooth piano. Both instruments contrasting the person they are assigned. How neat. Not overtly sexy like Body and Soul, but dancing can definitely be taken two different ways here. harmony heaven. To be fair, what do you expect when you have just the vocal quartet on the song? Showcase for Jongup. Even with Daehyun on the chorus, Jongup's voice just steals the show. It's magnificent. Firmly in the rock category here, very different from everything they've done up to this point, and that breakdown with Zelo is wonderful. Unlike the last song, this one is a mix of rock and electric, this electric guitar adding some gravitas to the sound. I wish it was more dramatic like Monologue before, but it has some layering and that We Are Young is very singable. Great movement, bouncy, and fun. There's a touch of a guitar and has a stadium quality to it. Also, it gets some personal high notes for me because JLo sounds like G-Dragon here. Just a way to my heart, I guess. Another way to my heart is Gambling. The music video for this song was shot in Vegas. Totally good transition I just did there. Seamless as all hell. Anyway, Daehyun's power vocals mixed with the dance beat is real good. The Roof Is On Fire is dated as hell, but the song comes to a halt in the bridge. At least go double speed in the last chorus to make up for it. Come on. I'm actually not going to tell you how I feel about this song. I want you instead to go watch my Teacher Reacts Flashback Friday on it. Should be linked somewhere. Lyrically, this is split between the Kingdom aesthetic and the Society Life Can Be Bad, Let's Fight It aesthetic that they're known for. This time the member left out was Himchan, only getting a couple phrases in the entire song. It's fine though, maybe he just wanted a break. This was their first proper slow ballad. It does a lot of things right, two of which being a key change in Daehyun's high notes. It did fall into that la-la trap that a lot of new K-pop boy groups fall for in their ballads, but I'm gonna ignore it this time because those vocals are on point. This is some easy listening, something that would be on in the background of a cafe. It's sweet. Yes, the other song that's 100% about fucking. Look, they are men, they have needs. My need is listening to Daehyun during that climax again because holy hell, that's fun. Signature B.A.P anthem sound. The instrumental with the low vocal keyboard shit that's happening is really good, and that electric guitar is always a welcome sign. When I was growing up, I would always compare this to Warrior, which we haven't seen on this list yet, but I wonder why that is. Daehyun, stop with these high notes. I'm begging you, I can't handle your glorious voice. This song is great and climactic, kind of like the anthem you would hear about a war after it's already been over and you won it. We're gonna go ahead and ignore the not so innocent lyrics here and focus on everything else. That opening, stellar. The horns keeping the movement forward, sweet. The random ass ad-libs, fun as heck. A great song with a hip-hop vibe that you don't really get to always see from them. The layering makes the song go up another level. Youngguk's bridge is ethereal and neat. This is giving me like Daft Punk vibes. I like it. Look, I'm gonna count his studio session as a music video since it matches the song perfectly. However, I really shouldn't understate how lovely Daehyun's voice has been throughout this entire list. He is basically the dude that they go for big high notes or for really loud belting. Basically, he's power vocals 101, but even with that, this song landed high for the lyrics. They may be sappy, but they are good. He's basically pleading for peace from the memories of an ex. On top of that, Daehyun conveys emotions, almost bordering on too much. It's such a great song. Unfortunately, I didn't really take many notes during this song, so I'm just gonna read exactly what I wrote word for word. It says, "Summer vibes, cool instrumental during bridge, very catchy chorus." No, that's it. I must have been too busy listening to the songs to actually take notes. This one has fun strings in the beginning that lead to an equally fun electric combo. On this Japanese single, youngjae is the showcase here. And not to toot his horn even more, but I appreciate Daehyun taking a backseat to let others' vocals be showcased. Out of the top 10, there are 3 B-sides, Unbreakable being the first of them. It has a very dance beat with some great synths, and singing along to I'm Unbreakable is a real good feeling. They do a lot of playing around with doubled up vocals and harmonies, even having some dueling vocals towards the end with like a rough electronic background. It has a nice climax. Look, key changes are a way to my heart, and this song has one. It also makes great use of Jungkook, having him serve as punctuation on some of the lines. Other things of note are some fast lyrics right out of the gate and a heavy guitar presence. Let's just ignore the dumbass name of a song. Thing makes me think about golfing. Skydive, free fall. One of my personal favorites from day one is this one right here. It has one of the hardest hitting choruses I have ever seen in all of K-pop. Per the usual, this song has big anthem feel. However, the best part of the song goes out to jongup with the "fallen down with you, I'm fallen for you." That whole line phrase, it's perfection and it has big synergy with the song. Best B-side goes to Rewind. Hell, it's the best song on the Honeymoon album for sure. The arpeggios on this are a big plus, and even though this has the lamenting over a girl who left me type of song, its vibe is so different. The storm sounds gives this ambiance that you don't get in a lot of their songs. Lastly, Daehyun's ad-libs under both rappers and then ends on himself. It's just he has a way of drawing you in that's so good in this. Looking back on this list, I'm actually quite surprised that this one made it to number 6. It's just a jazzy as hell story song, basically just them waiting at a coffee shop for, you guessed it, a past lover. I want to point out Jungkook's lines, as his only job in the song seems to be to describe the girl, at one point mentioning the girl's caramel scent. Sorry, I'm pretty sure that's the coffee and not the girl. You're in a literal coffee shop, my dude. It's definitely probably the coffee. Last shout out goes to Zelo. His singing is adorable. This song is an anthem for themselves, celebrating and embracing their uniqueness as a group. The main hook of No Mercy isn't repeated as much as one might think, so it gets a pass. By this point, the song has solidified what B.A.P's sound is. That big anthem, heavy guitar, electronic beat sound that they're known for. So this is probably up there in iconic territory for me. The best part probably being that dance break that falls into traditional style instruments, then coming out into Daehyun's transcendent vocals. It's pretty fucking good, dare I say. Now, if you want to talk about some damn good vocals, let's talk about the song people think of when they hear B.A.P. This was their first single and it came out hard out of the gate. It showcases every single member and what they bring to the table. Daehyun's belting, Youngguk's raspiness, Zelo's speed, just to name a few. You have high flying notes contrasting with the percussion, ending on a gunshot that's super nice, but if I had to be nitpicky, I never really liked the get down part. That's probably just me though. This music video is iconic. This is probably one of the songs most associated with B.A.P. I'm just gonna slightly mention the lyrics as they amount to YOLO and face your fears. The instrumental though has a lot to talk about. You have this church choir behind the only one shot, which is spooky good. The strings that help convey the tension of the song. Out of every song available here, this is the one I most associate with Daehyun's belting. There's such a constructed chaos to this song, leading to a climactic finish. It's a great synergy and overall package that I'm glad got such a grand showcase through the use of a story-based music video. Iconic.
I need you.
Just how last song I talked about Daehyun being associated with that song, I want to point out how I associate Himchan's bridge here because it is phenomenal. Lyrically, this is about lamenting on a lover that has left, but the vocals are the main focus here. It's perfection. Every person has a place, and the call and reply pre-chorus is superb, especially when it comes to the falling notes. I did a more in-depth look at this song on a Flashback Friday, so I recommend you check that out. I'm sure to link it somewhere here. For now, though, let's head to the final song, number 1 on my list. The final song is Wake Me Up. This song has purpose, and I think that purpose is what tied everything together. Lyrically, it is about overcoming struggles, which is very relatable. Vocally, we are at peak performance with B.A.P. Harmonies galore, and the rappers are used perfectly as well. Zelo's part in particular, building tension in the song when needed. The oohs are catchy to sing to. The water drop sound effect into the breakdown that goes into the bridge is such a cathartic moment in music that I can't overstate how much I love it. On top of that, you have a belting chorus with ad-libs that just make you fall in love with it. Every single member is showcased here and thus makes this song the best, the absolute, and the perfect B.A.P. song. And there you have it. We did the entire list and it's now time for outro time, which means I don't really have a script anymore and I kind of just get to talk to you and shoot shit for a little bit. Hi, I'm Ddog. This was JJJreact Special Edition, which was every B.A.P. song, and I hope to know how you felt about this list. First of all, I know they're coming out, or they have already came out at this point, I don't know when I'm releasing this video, with Curtain Call, that whole album that has 4 of them linked to it, which is kind of a reunion album. I'm thinking that maybe they'll do one more thing after that as well when JLo comes back from military service, but who knows how that's gonna be, and so unfortunately I wasn't able to put that into this video as well. I thought about it, but I really wanted to get this out before the end of summer, which in case you didn't know is like 2 weeks away, and this is gonna take I'm gonna hope to get through all of this. Who knows? However, I do want to know how you feel about this, and I'm going to probably cut around on everything, so please leave a comment below. If you watched me before, you know that every single time someone has left a comment, if I've read it, I will put a heart by it. Sometimes I'll reply to you if I'm feeling like I want to reply to people, just sometimes I will. Who knows what I'm feeling that day. Lastly, we got a couple more things to do. Like the video. When that number goes up, it just makes me feel good. That's the only thing it does. The algorithm will never find me. Sometimes it kind of finds me, but then it throws me away like in half an hour later. So honestly, that like button is just for personal amusement, and I just want to feel good, and that's what it does. And lastly, subscribe. As of this moment of this recording, we're almost to 1,600, but more importantly, we're on the way to 2K. We've been on the road to 2K for a long time, and eventually we've got to hit it, hopefully. I don't really have much else to say here besides just thank you for watching. If you are watching this, I do appreciate you. I don't know when the next one of these will be. I usually only do these during breaks, like school breaks, so like summer, not winter break, because I usually have my winter special, so that's probably the next special that you're gonna see from me. But at least we have probably next summer is when you're gonna see the next one. Who knows when that's gonna be? Who knows who it's gonna be? Probably Newest. I feel like that's a group that's not going to get back together again, and so I can really do the entire discography like I did with Big Bang, because that was a big reason why I did Big Bang, because I knew that they're probably never going to get back together again. Anywho, that's the entire list. This is the entire outro. I hope you enjoyed this. If you disagreed with me, please comment below. Please do everything you can, all the things, like, comment, subscribe, and whatnot. My voice hurts, so I'm going to just stop recording and stop talking to this camera, and hopefully you've enjoyed your time here. So, as always, I will see you all next time. Have a good day, everybody.